All right, here we are, guys, back for another tutorial. And what I'm going to do for this one is we're going to play it with a sniper. If you guys watched my general instruction videos, I just covered this hole from the third tee not too long ago because I wanted to cover all the ways to play this. And I'll usually use right around plus 30%. Give or take, in strong headwind cases specifically. Now, what actually helps is here you can see my opponent with a Cataclysm. What's nice about this is you'll get a little bit of extra range. You can do this alternatively with Guardian too, which is going to allow you to kind of play the top of the fairway there. The way that I'm going to need to play it, because I brought Sniper and I don't feel like wasting a dead ball, which is something you could do if you want to, and especially if you have plenty. But here you can see the way that my opponent, it's just going to require a perfect ball with Cataclysm, where I think with Sniper, you have a little bit more room for error. So what I'll usually do is plus 30%. I'm going to go plus 35 in this case. So the way that I'm going to treat this is I'm going to assume that I've already gone 4 rings. I'm going to play about 4 backspin. Typically, I might use a little bit more, but I want to make sure that I have enough to get out towards the hole. So as I mentioned, I'm going to just kind of visualize the alignment somewhere right around here and just assume that I've already gone, did I say 4 rings? So I'm going to still go about 11-ish. So let me just kind of wing that since I really don't have enough time. But there's an extra 11 on top. Perfect ball. It still lands very, very much towards the top of the fairway. And as I mentioned, I might crank here you can see that it kind of rolls through. I want to make sure that I still give that enough momentum to get to the hole. So the way I'll usually play that, especially once it gets up to like 15, I might use 4.5 or 4 1/4. However, I'm going to kind of restrict to the amount of backspin that I use to 4 because I want to make sure that it runs out to the hole. Whereas in the shootouts, in the actual tour, I'm trying to play closest to the pin. So I'll crank the spin up to kind of ensure that I can, do that. But as I mentioned, make sure, especially when you're going beyond max, that, even an extra half ring here, 15.5 at least rings on a 10.8. So plus 40% seems to be pretty good. As you could see that I went about 11 there, assuming that I already gone 4 rings. And you can see that it landed relatively good, but at the same time, it was very close to the top of the fairway. So it is going to, definitely be questionable, with you potentially landing long. So you're going to have to make sure that you're pulling back plenty for that adjustment. So somewhere in the neighborhood of 40%, for that straight tailwind case. So good luck, and I'll see you guys on the next one.